हाँ जी, welcome back to the online classes. Let's see the project detail in more fine-tuned way, where we will be having the complete the project detail with the SAP code along with the trade route. This is going to be series G episode 2. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. From the project's detail standpoint, let's assume we want to implement SAP in one of the company named as 029 Software Private Limited. From the product standpoint, this company is going to manufacture mobile handset and along with the some accessories like cable and chargers. Now we know if we want to manufacture one finished good, then definitely there will be a need to have raw material. So for the mobile handset, we need to have mobile screen, mobile battery, mobile motherboard as a raw material. Or if I'll see the raw material for mobile charger and mobile cable, then the charger cable and charger casing for the mobile charger, and for the cable accessory we need to have charger cable. So these are the material detail which we required in order to manufacture mobile handset or accessories like cable and charger. Okay, now if I'll see from the operation standpoint, so this company is going to use one sales organization, and this company does have 3 plant, 3 storage location and 1 warehouse. So the moment we receive the raw material from the supplier, then we need to store that raw material in storage location. Then we will be doing the manufacturing, and the moment we complete the manufacturing, again there will be a storage location, and from that storage location there will be a transportation of the goods to the warehouse. So with this project we will try to cover all the 9 modules which I have listed in one of my previous video, and the exact definition of company code, what is plant, what is storage location and what is warehouse, that I am going to cover in my upcoming classes. From the soft call out, we will be using very easy approach from the enterprise structure, so that you will be able to digest the exact principle in more better way. Hence I will be keeping SAP codes very easy, so that you can grab the required information in very quicker way. Okay, with that I'll move to the next slide. So from the SAP code standpoint, if you see my screen, there are 3 columns: parameters, description and code. For the parameter, I have given some the heading names like company, product, plant, storage location, sales organization, distribution channel, sales office, sales group and warehouse number. In the description, there is a description of the parameters, like company name we have 029 Software Private Limited and code would be RCC1. From the product standpoint, we will be supplying 3 materials as a finished good: a mobile device, charger and cable. So I have mentioned TBC. TBC is to be created. So the class when we are going to start the material creation, then definitely we will be having the material codes which will be created by SAP automatically. So we will be using that material codes against the product. From the plant standpoint, we can prefix our code, that is again RCC1, C2 and C3. For the storage location, the same coding, C1, C2 and C3. Sales organization, again it is RCC1. From the distribution channel, we will be having 2 distribution channels. One is direct, another one is indirect. For direct, I will be using R1, and for indirect, I will be using R2. In the same way, sales office, sales group and warehouse number. So these are the code which is listed there into the 3rd column. And if I'll see the right side of my slide, I have given again material code. These material code carrying the raw material codes as well. The materials which we will be receiving from the vendor. So we need to have the the material code in our system. So again, we will be creating the material code in one of our upcoming classes. We need to create the vendor and customer as well. So again, if you see the code, then it is TBC. That means we will be having the code for vendor and customer through the system itself. To execute the SAP implementation, there are few phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4 and 5, which we have already completed in one of my previous video. I'll give that video link in my description. Please visit that video to understand these different phases. Currently, the approach which is being followed for SAP implementation is SAP Activate methodology. I have also given the comparison of ASAP methodology versus SAP Activate methodology for your quick reference. You can also use that video for your interview preparation. With that, if I'll move to the next slide. So next is the trade route. Now what is trade route? Let me explain with the help of this slide. If you see the left corner of the slide, so generally it starts with the demand generation, then forecasting, then there will be a need for the purchase requisition, then purchase requisition to purchase order. The activity will happen, then we need to issue the PO to the supplier, get the raw material from the vendor, do the manufacturing, then store the goods into the storage location, then sales order or the PO from the customer, executing the sales order, making the dispatch and doing the billing. Now if you compare the right corner of the slide, so we are in one company, and let me take the highlighter over here. So we are in one company and we have planned to create the demand into the market. So what we will do, we will give the TV ad for the product. So the moment this ad will get on air, there will be a demand into the market and we need to design the forecast. The moment we have forecast, then we need to have purchase requisition for the supplier along with the PO. The moment we release the PO, then that particular supplier will dispatch the raw material through the transportation mode. Transportation mode could be through air, through ship, through train or through truck. The moment this vendor dispatch the raw material to our storage location, we will be receiving the goods at our storage location. Then from that particular storage location, we can again transfer that raw material to the factory. Again we can use any one of the transportation mode from this picture. After manufacturing, again we will be using the transportation to store the goods at the warehouse. Then from that particular warehouse, transportation will come into the picture in order to transfer finished good into the store, so that end customer can buy the mobile device from the store. This is going to be happen vice versa. It will always have a to and fro kind of information. I'll just give you the quick example for first two boxes. So we have planned for the demand generation. So what we have given the order to the ad agency. The ad agency again has given their invoice for the billing. So you can see for the first two boxes we have given order, then we have received the invoice. In the similar fashion for all the boxes, there will be a flow of information on the both sides. So this is the trade route which we are going to use in our classes. I hope it is very straight, very simple to understand. With that, I would say thank you so much for your time. In case if you have any question, please use the comment section, or you can also use ranchosclasses@gmail.com email address, so that we can answer your queries. Meantime, please follow us on the Instagram. You can find the page with Ranchos Classes, or subscribe my channel in order to get the timely notification. Thank you so much for the time. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you so much.